Oh no, I know what happened. I was like, what's happening? Okay, there we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand. Oh, hold on. Alright, that's a little better. Oh, go back. Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Echo. Echo, 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 Echo. How is everyone doing today on this lovely, beautiful day? Hold on. Go. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Oh, thank you, Ghosty. So, I remember when I had said I had promised that I was going to be playing through all of the games that I was currently going through. Remember, this was one of them. First of all, can everybody hear me okay? Is the sound good? Can everybody hear me? But yeah, I remember when I had previously talked about this, I had promised that I was still going to be doing all of the current weekends I had promised. Echo's still going to be live streamed. I'm still going to be doing Echo's going to be live streamed, as well as what other events did I say? I said Echo. I said Echo. Uh Live stream wise. Oh, Minotaur Hotel. I'm still gonna be working on that. And then the other ones I currently have pre-recorded, Familiar Travels, which I uploaded a video earlier this week. Hopefully y'all saw. Hopefully you liked it. If not, that's okay too, because I do know Mocha's not for everybody. Mocha's Path is not for everybody. Well, that's good, Tendo. That's good, Tendo. I'm glad it's been a good day for you. You can currently say I don't have a webcam. I don't really feel like doing webcam today. If you really, really beg me, maybe I'll try to pull up the webcam. But I just didn't feel like doing a webcam today. It was kind of one of those days, but I don't really feel like doing a webcam. Um, but anyway, sorry about the little bit of a late start. I was planning on starting at 4:30, but it is currently 4:47, and I'm getting ready just to start now. I'm going to be trying to live stream on Twitch later too. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. I will post the link up. Give me one moment. I'm gonna try to post Twitch. Twitch is going to probably be Halo Reach most likely, unless anybody has other.
Okay, well then make sure you
Shh. No, go away. Unless people have other stuff they'd like to see me play. I'm really down for just about anything, as long as it's something I can actually stream on Twitch and I won't get in trouble for. But if anybody's interested in watching me stream on Twitch, there you go. I'll probably do that a little bit after I finish streaming here. If anybody ends up wanting to do that. Okay, but I think we're good. Alright, but I'm going to get started. I'm going to get started with this because I'm excited to get back in the world of Echo. Originally, I had wanted to do Echo on Halloween. I thought it was perfect, but stuff came up, so I couldn't do it on Halloween. But that's fine, though. Alright, so we're going to get started. Last time we left off, we were doing Leo's route. We're still doing Leo's route. I'm going to be completely going through Leo's route. And then I'm going to let all of you lovely disciples decide what route I'm going to be doing next. So, I think we have Flynn, Carl, Jenna. Jenna's not done yet, so Jenna's off the table for right now. So I'll still have Flynn, TJ, Carl, and... or is that it? I think that might be it. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Flynn, TJ, Carl. Is that it? Is it just 5 people? There's Leo. Yeah, I guess that's it. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Maybe I'm not, though. Alright, but anyway, don't worry about that. I swore I was missing somebody. I was like, I'm missing somebody, but maybe I'm not. Alright, but we are going to... there we go. By morning, Leo seems to have perked up a little. It starts with some good news from Flynn. Carl had been in the crawl space. According to him, it had been too hot to sleep anywhere but there. Of course, that's fucking insane, but it's definitely something Carl might do. Alright, because I was like, I remember before, we were looking for Carl, we couldn't find Carl, and chasing everyone was freaking out, and I was like, are we about to get into horror stuff? Are we about to get into horror stuff already? Because I'm like, this is frightening. I'm like, where's Carl at? Where's Carl? Because actually I like Carl. Carl's a pretty chill and relaxed guy, and I really like him. He conforms to my inner frat boy. That is an inside joke. If anybody knows that, I will praise you to the sun and above. If anybody can get where that's from originally. I love that show. Cartoon. In better spirits, Leo suggests we go out to some burger joint, to which I agree. On the way, we chat about my project. So, obviously, I don't want to spend all of our time just having fun. You have a project to do after all. Yeah? I don't remind him that most of this messing around has been his idea. Though, we do need to hang out with TJ today, if that's okay. I promised him we would yesterday. He's been feeling kinda down, obviously. I look down at my sausage biscuit sandwich, the excess grease glistening in the sunlight shining through my window. I was thinking the park. Oh no, I have freaking Steam pop-ups. Go away. Go away, Steam pop-ups. Also, my phone is going off. Stop going off. Hold on. I want to mute my phone. Let me mute my phone. Mute. Okay. We are good. Alright, we are good. We're good. Uh-oh, message retracted. Robert, what did you say? That worries me so much when somebody says a message and then it gets retracted. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what did you say? That's like the first time I've had that happen. It's like the first time I've had that happen. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that sounds... Oh, no! Sorry, everyone. Everything's a mess today. Everything is a mess today. I had planned on getting home sooner, and I kind of got home a little before I started streaming, so... Yeah, that sounds like fun. So, what do you still need to do? I take a bite to give myself time to think. Well... Honestly, I'm not too sure. The whole premise is about the body that was found in the mine. Yeah? What was that about? Well, I read about it on a website. Apparently, some guy's mutilated body was found in the mines, and everyone in the town lost their minds. A website? Yeah? Shouldn't you have a better source than that? Well... Especially if the whole idea of your project is based off of that. I blush. Someone like Leo chastised me about journalistic integrity is kind of embarrassing. It's not that he's stupid. I guess I'm just used to feeling like the brains of our little dynamic. I mean, it's cited. I just need to get the book, which is something else we'll need to do. Do you have a library card? No. Wow, surprising. But I could sign up for one. Leo nudges me. Don't be bitter. I just want you to do a good job. I'm the one that went to college. I know what I'm doing. Leo laughs. You know, I read a study about college kids. A study? Sounds like something you wouldn't know about, considering you didn't go to college. Right. Anyway, it was about how college doesn't make you smart, just more liberal. Leo, shut up. Okay, I like Leo. Leo's kind of funny. Uh-huh, so was that a bad thing? Well, paying $20,000 a year to get indoctrinated just doesn't appeal to me. I frown. I mean, Leo's not... For me, college is a thing. It depends. College is basically depends on what you're going for. If I'm being open about myself, for college is a thing I think depends on what you're going for. And don't go if you don't feel like you're ready, because I think a lot of people go to college, they rush right out of high school, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing, though, if you're not sure what you want to do. And, you know, we all grow up, we all change over time. We all change. We don't necessarily always keep the same idea about jobs or dream jobs throughout our life. But I think a lot of people go to college right out of high school, despite not knowing what they want to do, and they get you get a degree. And I think the worst thing is to get a good degree that you're not even going to use, because a lot of people end up getting degrees and they don't even use them. Partly that's based off of people having this preconception that you have to go to college right after high school, and another issue is our current society. People want you to have a degree for everything. I think one time I remember literally going to work for a basic job at a Burger King, and literally a basic job at a Burger King, and the person complained to me because they were like, oh, do you have a college degree? I was like, no. They're like, not even associates? I was like, no. And I was like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. I was like, I don't need no college degree for to flip some burgers and to get some fries out the back of the freezer. Like, I mean, I guess my dumb thick-skulled self needed a degree for that. And I was like, all right, I can tell already that you're not gonna hire me. So y'all have a nice day. But yeah, I was like, okay, then it was like, I guess I need a degree to flip some burgers. Like, it was just, like, it's just a shame because our society's got to the point now where you need a college degree for the stupidest things. They want you to have a college degree for the stupidest things. So I do kind of understand why some people just force themselves to get a degree, but don't get a degree if you're not sure about it. And some things, I'm going to be that person. Some things, there is no point in going to college for it. If you were going to college to get a degree in, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be ignorant. Um, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to be ignorant. I mean, hey, if you some people, if you have money like that and you want to spend just to learn about something, feel free to learn, but don't go to college you're expecting to get a job for certain things because there's some things going to college to get a job it is not guaranteed. Um, so that was my little spill. I'm not here to talk politics, especially with election coming up tomorrow for us United States folk. I do not want to talk about politics. I'm here for us to have a good time and be happy. I don't want to talk about politics, and that's what this is about. Let's which is a fair warning. I please do not talk about politics. If you really want to talk about it, I can talk about them afterwards with you in private. But please don't interrupt the chat with politics because I really don't want to get into it. People have the right to their opinions, even if they're wrong. I remind myself that every day. The only time it's not okay to have an opinion is when it leads into violence or stig or different feelings towards people of different races, genders, etc. That's when it's like, okay, then that's when it's not cool to have an idea. So, oh, there we go. Is that why you stopped going, or have you just been looking up these studies to make yourself feel better about quitting? Leo pauses. That's a strong word. I guess I just realized that what I had was good enough. My dad makes more than most college grads, and he's teaching me the trade, too. Leo pauses as he changes lanes around a massive 16-wheel carrying what looks like steel. And I'm already certified. See, like, Leo does have a good point. Like I said, it all depends. Like, sometimes you can go to a trade school and you can make about as much as college grads. It basically, it's a personal preference. Some people don't want to go to college, and what they want to go for, they don't need to, and that's fine. And some people do, and that's fine too. It all depends. But just make a don't make an educated guess on your future. Be willing to take the opportunity to really look into things and ask other opinions. But also at the same time, while getting other opinions, don't let other people decide what's best for you. That's a big thing. You take other people's opinions, but and use them to make a cohesive idea or thought of what you want, but don't let it decide what you want to be. I think that's the biggest thing that we can say here today. Okay, where exactly are you going with this? I just want to make sure you're okay with that, is all. Oh, well, I'm not Jenna. As long as you're doing what you want, I really don't care what it is you decide to do. Leo smiles. Well, good. And if I'm not saying we will, but if we ever got together again, I'll be able to support you. Well, just don't make fun of me for going to college or what degree I decide to go into. You're a good enough writer already. You could have just started up a blog or something. What? I just read that that's what journalism is these days. I start sulking again. Maybe you should stop looking these things up. At least I'm learning to do something. It's not like I just got a degree in psychology and stopped there. Well, didn't you tell me you wanted to go into history? Isn't that worse? Let's just drop it. Leo looks at me out of the corner of his eye. Chula, I'm not making fun of you. Well, when someone starts sounding like my dad, I think that's a good time to end the conversation. Oh, you're not into that? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, Leo. Oh, shit. Leo just coming out with the fucking birds. Leo just coming out with the fucking birds. Definitely not. We drive in silence for a while as Leo pulls out his food from the brown, grease-stained paper bag. As we're headed back, he nudges me. Hey, I have an idea. He talks with his mouth full, one hand holding onto his sausage biscuit while the other stirs. Are you asking me? Hey, both hands on the wheel! Leo chuckles as he swigs from his orange juice carton with his steering paw before returning it to the wheel. Even when I'm in the car, you drive like shit. Hey, I'm way more careful when you're with me. That makes me feel so much better. Good. He takes another huge bite. I wait while he chews, and when he finishes, he takes another bite. You were saying? Oh yeah. You know those train tracks behind my yard? Didn't you say they were important somehow? Yeah, Echo used to be an important junction. Well, why don't we go there and you could film some stuff? The rail yard is only like a 5-minute walk away. I think. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Leo smiles, panting a little in the heat, looking proud of himself. Cool, we'll go over once we get back. There's not much left of the old train yard. The building that used to serve as a junction is basically gone save for the foundation. There are 2 groups of abandoned freight cars with Golden Gate Southwestern and chip paint on the sides. I'm happy to see it since it'll help with the scenery I'm trying to capture. After doing a few panning shots along with some close-ups of the cars, I lean against an old freight car with my head back. I close my eyes against the heat. It's almost noon, so it's almost impossible to find any good shade out here. For some reason, it's only now that I'm realizing how stupid it was to do this so early. The sunset would have looked a lot better, along with it being a lot cooler. Leo's been gone almost 20 minutes at this point. He said he was going to get some water bottles, but it's been a while. The sweat seeping into my shirt makes my skin crawl. After looking around, I peel it off and hang it up against a small metal ladder on the frame of one of the freight cars. I lean back against the exact same spot I was earlier, where it isn't burning hot, and resume closing my eyes. Vaguely, I wonder how many miles this thing has covered, how much of the country it's seen. The railway was closed down in the 60s, so it's at least over 50 years old. Unless they're just using Echo as a dump for unwanted train cars and left them here recently. A lot older than I am. There's something weirdly comforting about leaning against something that's been through so much. Almost reassuring. It's like swimming in an old river or lake that's been around for millions of years. Something brief connected to things that are permanent. I hear rustling through the grass on the other side of the car, but I keep my eyes closed. Leo, I think I'm gonna die. I'm not built for the heat. I wait, but he doesn't say anything. Leo? Oh no. The rustling starts up again. A long, slow drag through the dried vegetation. This time it sounds like it's coming from under the train. Leo? I finally open my eyes and step away from the car, turn around to look at it like I can see through it. What are you doing? Obviously trying to scare me. Leo was never as subtle as Jenna, but he did his fair share of at least trying. I lean over to look under the car, glaring. You know, if you're trying... I'm met with emptiness in the car, just dirt, dead grass, and rusted rails. Was it some kind of animal? It sounded pretty big to be. Chase! Fuck! It was him. I was like, I'm waiting. This game keeps getting me because I'm waiting for something to happen, and there's like little slight nods of horror stuff going to happen, and then nothing happens. It's just like, oh, it's this person. Like I thought Carl was like, oh shit. It's funny how it says the train is closed down, but in some background tracks you can hear trains in the distance. Yeah, I know you can hear. I did hear the train in the distance. Heavy paw slams on my shoulder and I jump as Leo shouts right next to my head. I stumble forward, but he grabs me up laughing. Holy shit! I've never seen you jump that hard before. Normally I'd be pissed, but that buildup just had me glad it was Leo. How the hell did you do that? I love this music. I have a quick question for people that are more familiar with Echo. Is this a track exclusive to Leo's, or is this a general track? I really do like this track. It sounds like something modern. That's why I like it. It's kind of modern music. It's got kind of an R&B. Yeah, it's kind of like it's got like R&B with a slight. It's got R&B with some slight country percussion. I can hear like some slight country instruments going off, but for the most part it's an R&B music, and I do like R&B. I'm a mixed breed. I love everything. I love a little bit of everything in music. I just don't really care for country. Okay. All right. Back to the game. Back to the VN. But I'm sorry. I kind of like the music. Do what? That whole setup you did. Well, you see. Oh, ow! My freaking headphones keep. I gotta get new headphones. I found a I gotta get new headphones. I did find a good pair of headphones that are on my list, the Amazon list. There's a few things I saw on Amazon. There was a good set of noise canceling headphones to use. They're not a headset. It's just headphones. There was a microphone I wanted to start using that one of the more popular voice actor YouTubers use. He's kind of professional now, but he's also started off on YouTube, and it's the one that he used when he first was starting out. Now he uses a $1,200 mic, which I'm like, haha, I can't afford that. But the old one he used to use, it was like $150, which isn't too bad. And then I was looking for a but yeah. Hopefully, I'm trying to raise this channel. I really enjoy doing this. Oh, Blade, is it snowing where you? No Nut November. Oh gosh. Oh, that's right. It is No Nut November. Oh, we gotta start that. All right, everyone. You heard the Batman. No Nut November, starting right now. So that means keep it in your pants. No, I mean it literally. Keep it in your pants. General track, I'm pretty sure. I still like the general track. All right. Oh, Blade, is it snowing where you're at? I know you're in Canada. I guess it's snowing there. It was freezing today. It's like a high of like 43, 44. It is freezing. I'm so cold. I was so cold. I had to go outside to get I had to go to the store and get groceries. I was freezing, and I don't have a car, so I had to catch the bus. So that was fun. Well, you see, first I take my hand and slap it on your shoulder. No, the whole walking around behind me and making that dragging sound of the car. Huh? Leo looks confused. I frown. I guess it would have been kind of impossible for someone Leo's side to sneak around like that without me seeing him. Did you hear something? Leo mimics my earlier position and bends over to look under the train. Yeah, but there wasn't anything there. I thought you were trying to scare me. Well, I was, but I didn't do that. Probably some animal or something. There's a lot of weird wildlife out here, you know. He stands up. That would have been a good idea, though. It sounded really heavy, like a person. Could have been. You know, a lot of the weirder people around here like to come here to get drunk, or high, or whatever. Sounds fun. I must still look a little unnerved because Leo sets his hand on my shoulder. Well, I'm here now, so don't worry. His eyes drift down to look at my torso. Damn, you've kept in shape. Well, better shape. I smirk, rubbing his shoulder. Swimming every day helps. Leo rubs my shoulder, grinning. You look good. You always say that, and I always mean it. Well, thanks. Oh my gosh. Some people have given me hints. They're like, oh no, they shouldn't get back together. I don't know why. I really like Leo and Chase. I really do like them. I see issues and it upsets me. And I know what kind of game this is. And I'm pretty sure they're kind of going to end up getting back together, or it's going to get back together, but it's going to be like really screwed up. And I'm just like, but I kind of like Leo and Chase together. I really like them together. And I really kind of want to see them get back together. I know I'm gonna be disappointed. I know I'm gonna end up being disappointed. I really like them together, but I've already seen hints of Leo not being completely stable, and I know something's gonna happen. And this is a horror game. Something's gonna happen. He's gonna lose his shit, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, I don't want him back together, and I'm just gonna be more upset about it. Well, for the meantime, now I really like Leo and Chase, and somebody that started following me on this channel actually wrote a fan fiction of Leo and Chase, and I'm like, I mean, it wasn't the best. Don't get me wrong. It would be one thing for it just to be the two of them, but it ended up being a story with like 3 people, with him, Leo, and some other guy, and I was like, that kind of ruins it for me. But I was like, oh, I really want them together. I've gotten to the point where I just stopped pretending that there isn't at least something still there between us, and I think I've stopped pretending that nothing's gonna happen on this trip eventually. What really worries me is what will happen after. Leo, meanwhile, slides his hand over my stomach. Not that I care if you gained any weight. That happens, but I like you this way. Yeah, it happens. only hesitate for a moment. I slide my own hand under his shirt, and Leo makes a soft gasping noise as I press it up against his stomach. His ears fold back, though he keeps a grin on his face. Being a wolf makes it harder, you know. I believe you. As if to try and convince me he hasn't really gained weight, he flexes his abs, flattening the soft fur of his stomach against my palm. I actually am perfectly fine with Leo's body type because it looks more realistic. Because I really hate when they show like a guy that's like completely ripped. Because I'm like, do you know how hard that is to pull off? And not only that, genetics play a part in that. Some people, like, no matter how much they work out, they're never gonna get that six-pack perfect body. It's genetics, which genetics sucks. Screw genetics. I hate genetics. Genetics are a shitty thing. Ave, raise hand. Yes, Taste, what are you trying to say? Also, hello, welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's almost impossible. Like, I think, like, that's why I kind of like what Leo's got going on and kind of what Amicus had. Like, they got a slight gut, but it's like, you can tell it's like a very toned stomach. It's not a six-pack, but they're toned. But they have a more realistic body. Leo has that kind of like, oh, nope. But, you know, like, Leo's kind of got that, I'm gonna hit the right button. Yeah, he's got, like, a very slight gut, but you can tell he works out a lot. That's a really, gosh, I like Leo's body. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the game. Back to the game. Nothing much. Just streaming. Just started not too long ago. As if to try and convince me he hasn't really gained weight, he flexes his abs, flattening the soft fur of his stomach against my palm. Still wrapped in velvet. But you know, I'm into that. I get there to adjust my pants so my dick isn't jamming so uncomfortably into the crotch. Oh my gosh, it's freaking Chase. Oh, Chase can't help it. Chase wants him. Chase is like, I want the wolf. Everybody knows wolves are the best. Everybody knows. That's why even Blad can stand up and say the same thing. Blad knows that wolves are like the best personas. Any other personas are going to be second place. Easily second place. Easily. But I don't want to make it that obvious that I'm aroused. You mind feeling some other part of me? You're making me feel fat. I giggle before I slide my hand up his torso. Oh wow, that was sudden. Oh, okay. Oh no, am I gonna have to get the block screen out? Am I gonna have to get it out? I didn't think I was gonna have to for this game, but alright, it's prepared in case something comes up. Hold on, give me a second. I have to pull out the thing. Where's it at? Where's it at? Ignore all of this. See, where is it at? Holy crap. No, where's it at? Oh, it's image. Alright, just in case, I'm gonna pull it out, because I'm a little worried. I'm just a little bit worried. Where are you at? Hey there. There's Cash, just in case. I'm putting him to the side, though. Just in case. Alright, there we go. Look, Blad even admitted. He said wolves are the best. He said wolves are the best. He even admitted it. This exposes more of his white stomach all the way up to his chest, and I could feel his pounding heart. That better? Leo just gives a breathy, laughing exhale as he lets me feel him. He slides closer, resting both his hands on my waist. I feel his peck with my hand as I thumb through his fur to find the nipple underneath, feeling it harden in response. Leo shudders and grins at me. I think this place does things to us, Chase. Remember our first kiss? This isn't the exact spot. Was it really 6 years ago already? I sighed and slid both my hands under his shirt and wrapped them around his waist, burying my face in his chest. Leo hugs back as he starts nibbling at my ears, which makes me gasp. Hey, can't we just enjoy the moment? Leo giggles. I am. I look up at him, and I'm not sure if I just run into it, but we kiss. It's a small peck, but then Leo puts his hand behind my head and pushes me deeper into the kiss. He opens his muzzle to clamp around mine, his warm tongue pressing up against my lips. I'm still for a moment, and so is he, waiting for me to respond. When I do, it's with my paws around his back, me kiss him back. A soft crack to my right makes me jerk my head from the kiss to look over. Oh, you cock blocker! You cock. Oh, Tendo, I can't wait till I can't wait till we actually play through his route in Familiar Trials. I play through his route because I want to know where that face is from. I don't know the exact moment that face happens. But I'm just like, when I saw it was a scene, I was like, I have to download that. But, oh man, I'm so excited though. Cause right now in Familiar Travels, I'm almost done with Mocha. The next video should be her last part, and then everybody gets to vote. I'm gonna be doing another mail in the Familiar Travels, and then we'll get to vote. Which, I'll let you guys choose which one we do. I think, who do we have left? We have a Nil, Kaz, and Frappy are left. I'm very curious to see what people vote for. I get the feeling people are either going to vote for Kaz or Frappy. I'm very curious to see which one wins, though. I can't say this guy's name. Kudusu? I think that's right. Vlad, am I saying that right? Kudusu? Okay, we're going to go Kudusu. If it's wrong, let me know. I'll try to pronounce it better. Kudusu's standing there, his arms folded. Leo coughs in surprise, pulling back as well and wiping his muzzle. Oh, Kudusu, what's up? The raccoon's expression is hard to read as usual, but I see the corner of his muzzle quirk up after a while. Not much, what's up? Not much, what's up with you? Oh, you know, stuff. Leo laughs, and finally Kudusu smiles. Hey, Kudusu. I speak up, feeling awkward, staying silent after Kadu caught us like that. He nods in my direction. Chase, so what are you guys really doing out here? Seems like kind of a dumpy place to be doing that. I blushed, but turned to point to my camera bag sitting inside the opening of a car. I was filming for my project. This place is important to Echo's history. I see. We could ask you the same thing. Well, I'm not exactly doing that, am I? Anyway, I just take walks sometimes on my days off. In the middle of the day? Usually. He narrows his eyes at me, clearly thinking that I'm suspicious about something, so I quickly add, I mean, it just gets so hot out here at this time of day, I'd die. Caduceus shrugged his shoulders nonchalantly. I don't know, I go for walks a lot. That's what I was doing last night when I found you two. Hey, thanks for stepping in last night. That could have ended badly. Caduceus shrugs again. It would have. I had to do something, didn't I? Well, we appreciate it. Leo wraps an arm around me and hugs. So, how was he when he came to? Pissed, obviously. He always is. But he said some things last night. You should stay away from him for a while. Caduceus' normally placid face showed some concern for the first time. What, he say he was gonna kill me? Leo says it lightly, like it's not a big deal. Among other things. His eyes flick to me. I give a start. What? Whoa. What? Did he say some shit about Chase? Leo's hackle rise, and I can see him starting to bare his teeth. Again, he was on something last night. He might not even remember it, but I'm just warning you to be careful around him from now on. Caduceus looks back at Leo. Don't provoke him. I wouldn't if he wasn't such a fucking asshat. Just ignore him. I swear to God, if he talked about doing shit to Chase. His grip tightens even more around me. Oh shit. Kudzu? Okay, Kudzu, I guess that's how you say it. Oh shit, no! Did this fucking guy say he was gonna kick our ass? His grip tightens even more around me. Hey, I'll be going in a few days. Don't worry about me. I am worried about you. I'm just getting really tired of that meth skeleton messing around with everything I do, and if he fucking tries something with you. Leo. The air is tense, and I can feel Leo growling deep in his throat. Wanting to change the subject, I speak up. Hey, Kudzu, you know we were gonna go out to the park and hang out. Did you want to come? Thanks, but I think I'm good. Leo perks up from his brooding. You know what? I think that's a good idea. We were going to play some soccer, but there's only going to be 3 of us. You could help even it out. Kudzu thinks. Well, I suppose I could use a workout. Huh, you're just like TJ. I think you guys will get along great. I don't really see TJ and Kudzu getting along just because they're fitness conscious. They're practically night and day. Well, we're heading out right about now. You gonna come? Kudzu hesitates for a second longer before he nods his head in a quick jerk. Alright, yeah, why not? And with that, I gather up my equipment and we head back to Leo's house. Oh no, I'm worried now. I'm worried now they're gonna do something. Oh no, Chase is gonna get kidnapped or something. I'm calling it. Chase is gonna get kidnapped and beat up. I'm telling you. Well, not kidnapped. I'm thinking Chase is gonna get mugged or something. They're gonna break his camera or do something, and it's gonna screw him up. It's gonna screw his whole project up. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. And I don't like that. I'm calling it now. It's not surprising that Echo hardly has an inch of flat grass in the entire town. Leo says they're planning to lay down sod next to the lake when the area is further developed, but as of now, we have to settle for a park near Peyton. It's a plain stretch of grass usually used for youth soccer games. In fact, I can remember when I was part of that same organization, back when my stubby legs didn't matter as much. Of course, after a few years, it became clear that, being an otter, I wasn't built for the sport. That's when I took up swimming, of course, but then I realized that I wasn't really great at that either. Of course I could outswim any non-aquatic, but when it came to the other otters, I was pretty much bottom of the barrel. As we drive, TJ sighs next to me. I look over at him and he's got his elbow against the armrest, staring out the window as we pull into the empty parking lot. Everything alright? TJ's ears perk and he looks over at me, clearly forcing a smile. Of course. I'm sorry, I forgot who TJ was for a second. I forgot who TJ was. I was like, wait, who's TJ? I was like, oh, that's right, TJ. Somebody told me about his route. Pazuzu? Wait, who's Pazuzu? That name sounds so familiar. Can you tell me who Pazuzu is? I forget who's Pazuzu. I forget who Pazuzu is. I can't remember who they are. Oh, I feel bad. I can't remember who Pazuzu is, and that name sounds so familiar. You don't seem that way. What's up? I lean closer to him. Leo's talking to Kudzu in the front, so we have some amount of privacy. TJ looks down his lap for a moment, then just shrugs. I think it's pretty obvious, Chase. This whole trip has been pretty bad. I'm about to counter that it hasn't been that bad, but he goes on. I just think it might have been best if I hadn't come. I feel bad is all. The way he tries not to frown but does anyway, it's both heartbreaking and adorable at the same time. I automatically rest upon his shoulder reassuringly. Stuff happens, right? We came here to have fun and that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, it's just that I feel bad for everyone else. What happened yesterday? I think it affected everyone. No way! I had a great time with Leo yesterday. It wasn't sad at all. I realize that the statement makes me look like a total asshat, but TJ just nods as Leo parks the car. We're here. As we reach the field, Kudzu immediately starts jogging the length of it while TJ stretches. I stand there awkwardly for a second, not really sure if I should join them since that felt a little overboard for something so casual. At least I hope it's casual. Leo rests the soccer ball against his hip as he joins me. This sounds like some generic pump-up music. This is like the generic music you hear in like one of those like kids movies right before they play like a sport like baseball or something. You know what it is? This is the music they use for when they're like talking about like, come vacation at California. Come vacation at California. It's like where the grass is greener and the sun is hotter. I fucking sound like an idiot. I sound like an idiot. But it's like you just see like people in the background like jumping and swimming and just like this music plays in the background. It's like, California, get your sun on. I'm sorry, but that's such a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. They're not so eager. They're so eager, huh? Apparently. Well, it's not a bad idea. Don't want to pull anything. So me and Leo do a few awkward stretches before the other two join us in the middle of the field. So, time to pick teams. There's only 4 of us, shouldn't be too hard. You want to pick? Kadu looks between us before his eyes settle on me. Chase. Oh, okay. Probably best to keep the lovers off the same team to avoid distraction. I at least want a little bit of a challenge. Oh shit! Everybody's coming out with the birds today! Oh jeez! The happiest track in this whole game. Chase, are you trying to say that things just get worse from here? Oh no. Kadu gives Leo a little smirk. I blush, but Leo smiles easily, rolling his eyes. It's not like that. Sure. So, I'm on Leo's team? TJ sidles up to Leo's side, and the wolf puts an arm around his shoulders. Yep, you're lucky to have me. You know, in my country, we had a war over soccer once. I don't believe you. It's true. Thousands died in the football war. Wait, did you call it football? Because that seems pretty confusing since you're really into the other football. I live here now, so football is soccer and football is football. If I were to call soccer football, I'd call it football. Wait, what? Puchica, let's just start. I remember a little bit of Spanish. I do remember that football in Spain, in Hispanic-speaking countries, is yes, in Spanish-speaking countries, football actually means soccer, and they call like the football we play here is called Americano football. Football. God deep to the wind. Oh man. Kadu looks around. Since there's a few of us, why don't we just play half field? Grab a few rocks to mark the goal. After that's done, we start playing, and for me, it's pretty much a disaster. TJ, of course, dominates all of us. He dodges around me with ease, making me look like an idiot as I spin around trying to catch him, falling on my ass more than once. Katsu was able to hold his own for the most part, but TJ gets it past him without much difficulty. I think the Linux realizes how badly he's beating us after a while and starts to ease off. He passes it to Leo more often and only really steps in when we get near the goal. Leo, while big, is slow as hell, and I actually managed to steal the ball from him a few times. I also think it's because he's not taking this seriously at all, because he keeps laughing and slapping me with his tail when I run past. At one point, with the score at like 7-0, I managed to get near the goal. TJ jogs in as I kick the ball clumsily, and it's so clear that he misses on purpose that everyone busts out laughing as it rolls into the net. TJ frowns. What? That was a great kick, Chase. I lean over, resting my hands on my knees as I gasp for breath. If you're gonna let me score, you have to make it look more convincing than that. Man, also, I'm not 5. I can handle getting my ass kicked. After a while, we switch up teams with TJ on my side and Kadu and Leo together. It's a bit more even after that, with me being TJ's handicap and all. After about half an hour, we call it quits and head back to the parking lot, where Leo throws us water bottles. I wipe my face as I sit on one of the parking blocks. Even though it's early evening, the weather's still way too damn hot. Leo and TJ are already up again, TJ showing him some of the moves he had so viciously used on me. I'm glad to see that TJ is somewhat happy again. His ears are up and he's smiling as he runs circles around Leo. Hey, how am I supposed to learn anything if you're just using them on me? Just trying to make me look dumb, huh? Sorry. Alright, first thing you need to do. I noticed Kadu standing a few feet away, watching along with me. So, I guess you've known Leo since you moved to Echo? Kadu looks over at me before leaning back against Leo's van. Yeah, he saw me moving in and insisted on helping, so that's how I met him. Sounds like Leo. Kadu takes a swig from his water bottle. He's a good guy. Definitely. So, you used to live here, right? In Peyton? Unfortunately, I guess Leo told you. Yeah. I also remember Leo saying that some bad things had happened in the city for the raccoon, so I wonder if I should press or not. Hey, sorry if it seemed like I was making fun of your name a few days ago. It's a cool name. Just different, you know? Kudzu smirks. No, I know it's weird. You just caught me at a bad time is all. I spread my legs out, sighing as my knees pop. Ugh, I'm not built for running around. Well, yeah, you're built for swimming. I raised my eyebrows at his bluntness. It's not really a specious thing to say, but most people don't often point out a species aptitude. So I guess I wonder why you'd move to Echo. It's such a dump. Cats are fast. Cats are fast. I know, right? Wouldn't it make much more sense if Sonic the Hedgehog was Sonic the Cat? Sonic's like, gotta go fast! Kind of silent for a while. In the meantime, we watch Leo fall on his ass after TJ kicks the ball between his legs. People? Huh? People are the reason why I left Peyton. Oh. Peyton is technically a small city with just 70,000 people. Compared to Pueblo, that's nothing. The more people there are, the worse it is. It's the same anywhere. Okay. Kadu goes on. Sure, in Echo there's 100 shitty people, but in Peyton there's 50,000 of them. I prefer Echo. His tone is so dark at this point that I don't even respond. Something definitely happened here in Peyton, and I don't dare ask what it was. Luckily, I'm saved in awkward silence as Leo haphazardly kicks the ball in our direction, and TJ comes running up to us. Damn it. Alright, I think that's enough for today. He jogs over, wiping his face. Man, I need a shower. You two getting along? When Kudzu doesn't saying, oh, found a typo, gonna print it out, we're gonna save it. When Kudzu doesn't say anything, I pipe up. Yep. Leo frowns, clearly something's wrong. Well, okay. Anyway, let's go out and get some ice cream. I've really been craving it. I stand up slowly, knees popping as we all pile into the car. As we drive, TJ continues to stare out the window, but his ears are up and he doesn't seem so depressed anymore. I lean over towards him. You feeling better? TJ turns to look at me, smiling. Yeah, it was fun playing with you guys. I grin. You're insanely good. He shakes his head. Not compared to the other guys at school. I'm not aggressive enough, but it's fun. I'm glad you're feeling better. TJ nods. It's not too bad. It's too bad we can't come back and do it again tomorrow. Why not? Not that I'm crazy about doing it again, but I'm not sure what would prevent it. He looks at me. Well, your project. I frown. I don't think... Hey, what flavor do you guys want? Leo practically shouts back at us. I look around. We aren't even at the ice cream parlor yet. That doesn't seem to matter to TJ, though. Ow, cookie dough. It's been so long since I've had it. Leo. Oh, no. Is Leo being the jealous type? Uh-oh. Are you gonna play Mirror Minotaur? I'm already, yeah, I'll be playing more Minotaur Hotel. I'm playing SFW now. I'm playing the SFW currently. Oh, wait, do you mean they released another SFW? Because I've been playing the version where I block the SFW stuff out, because I'm playing the censored version. Or are you talking about they released a completely different version? Because that's pretty cool if they did. But, yeah, I'll be, yeah, I definitely will be doing more of, Minotaur Hotel. I'll try for this week. I can't promise anything. I will try to stream it later this week, though. But, I can't promise anything. But I will try to do my best. Because I really do enjoy Minotaur Hotel. Minotaur Hotel is very nice. I don't know if I quite enjoyed it as much as I'm enjoying, like, an Astra and Echo or Familiar Travels, but I do like it enough. It has a more mature theme to it, if that makes sense. It's very maturely written, which I do enjoy from time to time. Really? I didn't know you liked that flavor. And somehow Leo's able to keep up the conversation about ice cream flavors all the way to the actual ice cream parlor. I decided the shots I got earlier in the day were too bright, not representative of the sad state of the town that I wanted. The setting sun does a better job of capturing the dissolution and bittersweet depression of it all. A metaphor for an end, in a way. At least that's how I hope it comes across. I lean back against the old rusted car, clicking through the images I'd taken. It feels very quiet, despite the wildlife around me. And so that's why it's easy for me to pick out the footsteps headed in my direction. At first I think it's Leo, and I wonder how he's finished up with his shower so quickly. But then I realize that the crunch of dried vegetation is too soft, too light to be Leo. Oh, fuck! Fuck, fuck, no, 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 no! Oh! Oh, no! Oh, yo, this is not good. This is not good. Not good. Not good. Oh, no. Oh, no. I look up kind of hoping to see Kudzu, but instead I'm greeted with the sight of Clint headed in my direction. My grip tightens on the camera, watching as he approaches around the bend of the tracks. He doesn't see me at first. As he gets to the tracks, he hops onto one of the metal rails and bounces there, walking along like he's on a tightrope. Does everyone in Echo just come here to take a walk? I think about walking around the train car out of his line of sight and hide until he passes me. While I'm thinking this, he loses balance and stumbles off the rail, and that's when he looks up. Of course, I'm the first thing he sees, and we both just sort of stand there, watching each other. I don't know what to do. Cut said Clint probably didn't remember anything from last night, but I'm not willing to bet on that. It does look like he's not even sure who I am, though. His eyes are squinted almost shut, mouth all screwed up as he scratches his head comically. He leans forward almost to the point of falling over again. Definitely on something. At that moment, a look of recognition spreads across his face and his mouth open wide. Oh, fuck. Then he starts jogging straight for. Oh, get Chase, run! Get out of there! Oh, Chase, get out, get out! Hold on, everyone. Gotta pause for a moment. Alright, everyone, I am back. Sorry about that, I had to have a conversation. I am back, though. Hopefully not too many people left. I was like, I had to leave right on the best. I had to leave right on the best part. I was like, oh no. Okay, we're good. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm back, though. The abruptness of his movement startled me, and I almost dropped the camera. I angle myself away from the car so I'm not backed up against him. I start taking steps back as he gets closer. He stops, though, about 10 feet away and points at me. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? Hey, I know you. I'm at a loss for what to say. He's wobbling back and forth, his eyes wide open. Your name? There's an awkward pause as I try to determine whether or not he's asking a question. My name? Chase. Why did I tell him that? You're Leo's fag Fred. I'm distracted again because that's when I see the handle of a pistol just poking out from the front of the waistband of Clint's jeans. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, alright, Robert, take care. Oh, no, shit. Oh, he's got a fucking gun. He's got a gun. Clint glares. Fucking Leo, why do you hang out with that creep? I'm looking around trying to decide the best way of escape in case he loses it. I mean, he's always saying shit to me. Always saying shit about my dad. He had a perfect fucking life and rubs it in my goddamn face. I take a... Oh my fucking god, no! Is he gonna shoot us? I take a few insidious steps back so that the end of the car is right next to me, in case I have to duck behind it. I don't think Leo's life was that easy. He was pretty bad back in his country. Fucking Bina come here to make my fucking life even worse. Couldn't go home and be happy. Couldn't go outside and be happy. I can't be happy anywhere. He sneers at me. Oh my gosh. And you fuck him, don't you? I just stare at him and don't say anything. I feel like anything I say could set him off, but he waits patiently, expecting an answer. Clint. Don't you? He shudders visibly, clenching his eyes shut. Fucking imagining you licking his fat ass is disgusting. I don't even fucking care that you're fagging around, but with him? If I wasn't so afraid of the whole situation, I probably would have laughed just then. I'd take another step back. Hey, I was actually just about to head out. You know, I'm doing this project. That's why I'm here. Oh my gosh. Oh, does he? I'm worried. I'm so worried right now. Does he fucking... Oh my gosh. Please don't shoot. He glares at me. Me and Leo broke up a few years ago. We're just friends. You don't know what he's like. The things he did to me. It was way worse than what I ever did to you. But hey, I do need to head out. We can talk about this later. He sees me stepping around the car and immediately his hand shoots to the handle of the gun. Hey! I freeze watching his hand preparing to throw myself to the ground if he pulled it out. At the same time, I'm praying that he'll shoot his dick off if he does. He glares at me. What the hell are you even doing out here anyway? Shaking hands, I point to the camera around my neck. I told you, I'm doing a project. I try to smile as I hold it up. Just about Echo? What the fuck is there to say about it? Hand loose on the pistol, and I managed to steady my voice enough to actually speak. Well, there's a history to it, you know? There's history to everything. I'm just trying to figure it out. Clint looks around, seeming to forget about his gun. Oh, like this railroad? Yeah, like this railroad. Clint's eyes are vacant as he stares at the ground, and I think about making a run for it again. Oh! I jump as he snaps his head up. My dad once told me that his dad knew a guy that got killed here back in like the 50s. Oh? Despite the fact that there's a crazy meth head in front of me with a gun, I still find myself becoming interested. Yeah, like, some guy was trying to hop on one. Like, way back then, that's how people would get around.
So this guy was trying to hop on this train here when it was leaving the station, but he missed jumping on. Clint sits down in the dry and dusty weeds and spreads his legs out over the rails. And he falls down like this, and it runs over his legs. Clint brings both hands down in chopping motions over his thighs. Blood goes everywhere, and yeah, he's dead, right? He looks up at me, and I realize he's actually waiting for an answer. I guess his questions are never rhetorical. I'd assume so, right? Wrong! They found him a few hours later, and somehow the fuck is still alive! Oh. I'm already starting to doubt the story, or at least this version of it. The stumps is packed with dirt, so he stopped the bleeding, but he's going crazy by that now. He's going on about some creature that came to him and spoke whispers in his ears. Well, at the very least, I can just stick the story somewhere slow in the project to keep things somewhat interesting. One of those local urban legends type stuff. But then, he goes to the hospital and they think he's gonna live, but he jumps out the fucking window and kills himself. Clint stands up and brushes himself off. My dad used to tell me that story a lot. Not like I wanted to hear it, but he liked telling me things I didn't want to hear. I don't quite know what to say to that, but I want to keep on his good side, so I make a show of pulling a notebook out of my bag. Well, thanks, Clint. That actually helps me out a lot. But Clint is still off in his own world, staring off at some trees in the distance. It's weird that you need to hear that story, because I come here because of it. For closure or something? Because of that guy. Sometimes I think I see him when I'm all high, and I hear things here too. It's scary, but I do it anyway, 'cause it's different. This town, everything's always the same, but you can make it change if you want. At that point, he starts walking again, off the tracks and towards that group of trees. I decidedly don't follow him, instead hurriedly making my way back to Leo's house. Oh my god. He got out of there. I thought that he was gonna die. I really thought Chase was gonna die right there. I have a lot of time to calm down and to walk back. Leo was splayed out on his couch, picking through a TV dinner on his lap. There you are. I warmed one up for you too, but it's probably cold by now. That's alright, I'll just put it back in. Leo watches me as I head into the kitchen adjacent to the living room. Hey, what's up? My dinner is sitting on the stovetop, and I make an effort not to wrinkle my nose at the sculpted rib meat covered in barbecue sauce. Buttery mashed potatoes complements the gooey mess. Nothing, just tired is all. I was like, cause you know, if Chase tells Leo what happened, Leo would go there right now and kill that guy. He's like, I cannot tell Leo because Leo will murder him, and that will not be good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we got out of there. Alright, so that's, I really thought, I kind of feel bad for him. I don't know, I have to find out more about it. I feel a little bit bad, I still think he's an asshole, but now it also brings in the question of Leo. Oh, like I said, Leo was not sounding like a good guy. He sounded like he might got a few issues himself. I tossed the dinner back into the microwave and set the timer to 2 minutes. As it's warming, I turn around to lean against the counter and face Leo in the living room. Hey, I was wondering something. Also, I wanted to let people know I'm going to be streaming till 6:30, and then I'll stop. I'm streaming till 6:30 and stop. I was gonna try, cause I'm gonna try to stream a little bit of something else for Twitch. Leo looks back up at me, ears falling back a little. Excuse me. It's about Clint. Leo's brow furrows. I mean, you guys are at each other's throats. I know there's always been some animosity between you two, but I don't remember it being this bad. I frown. You guys practically want each other dead. Leo pins his ears back while he licks barbecue sauce off his fingers. I really don't know, Chase. If I had to say, I think it would be the drugs. The drugs? Whatever he's taken. It's pretty hardcore. I mean, he's a goddamn skeleton now, right? Yeah. But it's not like I'm responsible for it. I just treat him like he treats everyone else. I open my mouth, hesitate, then finally ask what's been bothering him. Me. When we were younger, would you say that you bullied him? Leo frowns. What's bringing all of this up? Nothing, I'm just curious is all.
Leo starts to smooth down the fur on his head, all poofed out from his shower.
I mean, I wasn't nice to him, of course, but he was an asshole to everyone else. Like I said, I did to him what he did to others.
He coughs.
Maybe a little worse.
Worse? What did he do to us was pretty bad, though. He tried to burn me with a cigarette once.
See, when you tell me shit like that, I don't feel bad for any of the things I did to his worthless ass.
I'm saved from having to respond to that as the timer goes off. I turn around to pull my food out of the microwave before grabbing a plastic fork and sitting down next to Leo. We eat in a slightly awkward silence. By the time I'm almost finished, I'm feeling a little nauseous. Not to be rude, but do you always eat this stuff?
Huh?
He looks up with a mouthful of mashed potatoes. This microwavable dinner stuff. He swallows loudly.
Yeah, you don't like it?
He lowers his ears again, looking embarrassed. It's fine, I mean, it's just sad. I look at him sheepishly.
Ha, you little fucker. I get better food sometimes. This is just easier.
Yeah. I drag a plastic fork through the flaky potatoes. And what qualifies as better food? The diner?
Hey, it's not like I can't afford it. I make good money.
I laugh. This isn't about money, I just think you're lazy. Leo mock growls and leans over to grab me. I yelp theatrically and try to hold my tray steady as he yanks me sideways and lay down against him, our heads on the armrest. Hey, I gotta throw away my tray, it's full of gross TV dinner water. And Leo nuzzles into my neck.
Put it on the floor.
Ew, gross.
You can throw it away when I'm ready to get up.
Since when do you decide when I can or can't get up?
Since you decided to mouth off to me, now you're the one that's going to be cooking all of my meals and cleaning up my house, Chula.
I shiver and he responds by spooning me tighter. Clearly, Leo's gauged that I'm past the point of resisting at this point in my little vacation, and he's taking advantage of it.
Estoy loco por ti.
He rolls the R dramatically. Definitely taking advantage of it. We're both too tired to do anything more, which is probably for the best, and within a few minutes, I've passed out. Oh, jeez. Freak what? You're gonna freak falling out my doing that. Bat, I heard you. You said something about Bat, I heard you. You were talking about do I feel bad for what's his name? I'm so bad with names. How did I forget his name right? Feel bad? Yeah, I feel kind of bad for him, but I also kind of think he's an asshole. But I also maybe Leo treated him a lot worse than we got hints of. And Tendo, what do you say? I'm gonna freak out. You said you're gonna freak falling out my doing that. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm very confused. Wow, Clint hadn't been lying after all.
What?
Leo whispers it at me from across the table, not looking up from his phone. Nothing, just finding some interesting stuff. I whisper back.
Good.
Leo grins, but still doesn't look up from his phone. There isn't much to go off of. After reading through it, I'm pretty skeptical of Haunted Echo, the main source of my documentary. At least the bit of information I just came across references some newspaper articles from 1952. The young wolf named Robert Smith wasn't even a resident of Echo. He'd been resting at the Echo classification yard after taking a train from the capital. He was on his way to the west coast, and once he thought he'd found the right train, he attempted to board it. No one knows exactly what happened, but somehow his train hopping went horribly wrong, and he was found with both limbs severed 2 hours later. He'd managed to crawl 20 yards north up along the rail before he was found. Somehow, and possibly, he survived the ordeal up to that point. This was mainly due to the mud packs that had been placed on the stumps, halting the bleeding. Of note was the fact that Robert had seemingly become delirious because of the blood loss, pain, trauma, or likely a combination of all three. He claimed that the bleeding had been stopped by a creature of some kind. When he tried to describe it, he began to sob and scream incoherently. It's hard to say how much of this is being exaggerated by the author. Either way, I don't exactly have time to track down all of her sources, so I decided I'll just have to trust it. My leg jumps up and something soft and ticklish brushes up against it. I snap my gaze up at Leo. What? Leo gives me an innocent look while he continues to brush his tail up against my leg. Well, if you're not going to say anything, then please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. It's distracting. He does stop, then I feel a little guilty, so I look back up. And thanks for getting a library card just so I can check this out. It's a huge help.
He smiles. No problem, Nutria. Not one of your sexier words. I return back to the book. It's unlikely that Robert would have survived anyway, due to the extent of his injuries and infection. Still, it is of note that he ended up committing suicide a few hours after discovery. He apparently slipped out the 5th floor window of the Peyton Regional Medical Center, though authorities simply dismissed it as a case of a man knowing that his demise was near and finishing the job himself. The author speculates that it had something to do with the horrors he saw on the tracks. I hear soft whine coming from in front of me, and I lower the back book to find Leo draped across the table on his chest. He's looking up at me with huge puppy eyes. Oh, why isn't that CG? That should be a CG scene. Oh, by doing that, I've retracted messages. Hello, daring gamer. Have you been here before or are you new? Well, regardless, anyway, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Hope that you have a wonderful day. I can't help but smile because it's so fucking adorable, even for a wolf as big as him. What? I have a project to do, remember? Yeah, I know, but we've been here for 3 hours now. You should take a break. I look at the time and I'm shocked he's actually right. How the hell did that happen? Well, I guess it's a good idea. I was just finding some really interesting stuff. I'm sure that project of yours is going to turn out awesome. He grins and stands up abruptly, grabbing my book up as well, so I couldn't continue to read. Let's go get some lunch. It's already almost 3. Alright, did you want to go to the diner? You want to eat there? Well, it's been a few days. I'd like to catch up with the others. You know, I know it's what you wanted to do. Actually, everyone's busy. I already tried. Oh, really? What are they doing? Well, Flynn's working, TJ and Jen are on a hike, and Carl's asleep. Oh. It doesn't really seem like Leo to just blow off meeting up with him, but I guess at this point in the trip he's just tired of trying. I know I would be. Probably just to show me up after what I said last night, Leo takes me to a semi-fancy steakhouse. Also, by the way, I didn't realize that I need to probably save. He, of course, insists on paying for everything. I'm not really sure when Leo became so concerned with how I perceive his income. I don't mind, though. The meal's good, and I'm happy not to pay the $30 price tag. It does remind me of his job, though, so I ask him about his schedule. He says his parents gave him the entire week off, which surprises me. I remember how Leo worked almost every day in that shop. I guess his dad is just mellowing out with age. Again, I have no reason to complain, though. On the way back, Leo nudges me as I'm nodding off and gestures out his window. Peyton High. Sure enough, our old school is visible out the window. Want to swing around? Just to look at it? Yeah. I'm tired, but we're not doing anything else. Alright, why not? It's past 5 at this point, and as we pull up into the parking lot, there are only a few cars scattered around. We walk around the side of the school, then onto the football field. If Peyton High School puts his money anywhere, it was definitely sports. That was one of the reasons I was so mediocre by comparison. Every sport in the school was extremely competitive, each one winning state regularly. They win state again since I've been going? Nope, came close last year though, almost as close as we did back in '09. Ah yeah, you still sore about that? Leo sits down on the bottom bench of the concrete bleachers and I sit down next to him. Sometimes, mostly because we were so damn close and it really just feels like it was yesterday. It does kind of feel that way. I can remember it pretty clearly. It was one of the few times I'd seen Leo really cry. He'd wanted that championship so badly. I leaned back and looked around, breathing in deeply. Wow, it's really nostalgic being here, isn't it? Leo looks off towards the sunset, and I can see him getting glassy-eyed. Is it weird that, if I could, I'd go through high school again? Oof, hit me hard, Leo. You know what? I have that thought a lot of the times. Hi there, Matt. Do I know you? Wait, you seem familiar. I think I might know this, Matt. Have you been in my streams before? Or seen my videos before? You seem kind of familiar. I think for a moment. Not really. I'd like to do it, but made a lot of mistakes. Well, not really because of that. More like it was a lot of fun. I just want to experience it all again. I grin at him. Hey, you're talking like you peaked in high school. Did I? The question catches me completely off guard, and my stumbling around for words that follows doesn't help. No! He sighs. Leo, you've got a good paying job, your own house, pretty damn good life. You're doing better than most. He laughs a little. I guess I just don't feel like it, you know? Leo, stop attacking me, sir. Stop attacking me. I feel that. I feel that on an emotional and spiritual level. Oof. I always, it's funny. In all seriousness, I remember when I used to be in high school. I used to hate it. You get not everybody does, but I got bullied and all this kind of stuff, and I couldn't wait to leave. And then I left, and 3 years later, 3 years later, after I dropped out of college due to issues and a lot of issues, depression came up, anxiety. Grandma got sick. And it was all too much, and I left. And I really, at that point, I was like, I really wish I'd go back in high school and do it over again. Yeah, I got bullied. And yeah, a lot of days weren't always the best, but there was something about your day being set up, knowing what was going to come for the most part. Your biggest worry was, who are you going to take to prom? Or, or a test or homework. Minor things in the grand scheme of things of adulthood. So I do feel that I would go back to high school. At least I would. I know not everybody would, and that's fine. And it's one of those pipe dreams, but I would. Oh, well, Matt, you don't have to, what's wrong, Batman? And also, Matt, you don't have to feel that way. You can always feel welcome to talk. I'm a very friendly person. A very friendly girl. So, you don't ever have to worry. So, if you ever want to talk, you can always chat. I won't bite. Unless you ask me to. Then I will bite. But if you don't ask me to bite, I won't bite. I guess I just don't feel like it. Why not? He leans back. Well, I don't really feel as good as I did back then. When I think of high school, or even further back, man, those were the good days. I think about how completely inverse I am to that, how my life improved exponentially after I left the town. Well, if you keep looking back, I don't think you'll ever be happy. You look so sad. I wrap an arm around his shoulders, which is a little difficult considering how broad they are. Because 5 years from now, you'll probably look back on this era of your life and think, man, I wish I could go back. You're probably right. So let's enjoy now. Leo sighs again and looks straight down at me, meeting my eyes. Chase? Yeah? He pauses, looking off to the side before turning his eyes back on mine. I love you. I immediately look away. Chase, please. Please just come back. I miss you so much every day. I stare out across the field. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm gonna cry. No, don't do this. I know, sad boys indeed. No, I like Chase. I like Chase and Leo, and I know somebody's gonna. I know people keep telling me, "Oh no, they're not good for each other." I'm like, no. Somebody's like, "Oh, they're terrible." I was like, "Oh yeah, should Chase and Leo get back together?" And somebody was like, "God, no, they're terrible for each other." I'm like, I don't see it. They seem like a normal couple to me. I stare out across the field, not able to meet his eyes again. I'll stop smoking. I'll stop picking on Clint. I'll get rid of the gun. Just please come back. I don't know, Leo. You know how I don't like it there. And I feel like I should keep my options open. To find a good job, a good place to live. Just for a year or two, while you're getting on your feet, I'll give you a place to stay. That sounds great, Leo. But to get back together, that's like setting ourselves up for another breakup. And I don't want to do that. But then we know for sure without parents or school in the way. It'll just be us, and then, even if it doesn't work out, there's some closure there. For the first time, I feel myself seeing things from Leo's point of view. I'm not necessarily losing anything by at least trying. And he's right. There really wasn't any closure. Mostly because of me. Leo must sense my indecision because he immediately presses forward. And I'll be making enough to support you while you figure things out. Hey, I don't want to mooch. I don't mind. I just want you to be comfortable so you can do what you want to do. But, Echo. Leo's quiet for a long while before he finally speaks up. No, that I can't fix. But I guess one way to decide is to weigh what's more important to you. You're asking me to choose. I'm not asking that exactly. Leo glances at me. But if I did, I blow out a long sigh. So you are. He doesn't say anything, so my mind starts wandering over the years we'd spent together. Despite how much we fight, there's no question in my mind what the answer is, and it hits me like a thunderbolt. Well, I choose you.
I knew it! I knew Chase has feelings. He can't. Yeah, a lot of people are. That's sad to think about, Tendo. Tendo just said a lot of people are missing out on real prom experience now. My prom was not the best, though. I can't say my prom was the best. Found out that the girl I went with prom to really just used me to get to prom. I thought they actually liked me. And I found out that they really had just wanted to go to prom. And did not actually have feelings towards me. Which I wouldn't have minded if that was said to me straightforward. If it was just like, oh yeah, I just want to go to prom. I would have been fine with that. I was hurt because all along they acted like they really cared for me, and then suddenly, as soon as I got to prom, they left me behind, and it was a whole mess, and I really hate thinking about it. My high school years weren't the best. That's why I would love to go back to high school, but I still think my high school was better than the current life I'm living. I would love to go back. I was a young, naive fool that did not care. I'm sorry, I really like Chase and Leo together, and people are gonna hate me, and I'm sure I'll find out why they're not good for each other, but I love them together. Time to write my fanfiction. No, I'm not gonna write a fanfiction. All at once, his face explodes into a grin. So much happiness in one expression that I don't think I'd ever be able to take back what I just said, even if I wanted to. And instantly, I'm wrapped up in a tight, warm hug, one that crushes the air from my lungs. Oh my god, Chase, I love you so fucking much. Hey! But you've still got a year of school left, so we're gonna have to get back into contact, and we're gonna have to exchange. I clasp his muzzle shut with my hand around it, and he just stares back at me with wide eyes. I didn't even say yes. I take my hand away from his muzzle. Oh, well, what do you say? I look again toward the sunset, past the concrete bleachers and goalposts in the direction of Echo, and take a deep breath. I look back at Leo. Yes. And then he's kissing me. It's not rough like it was at the train yard. I feel bad, though, partly because I know... for some reason, Leo was so determined to remain an Echo, and Chase really does not want to stay an Echo, and Leo refuses to budge, and they both like each other, and I hate it because I'm like, I know that's a big issue. I mean, that's a real-life issue, too. Like, that's a real-life issue for a lot of people. Like, especially when, like, one of the people in a marriage or a relationship are like, oh, yeah, hey, like, I got this job offer in this other state, or, you know, this other state far away, or the other side of the country, and I have to go there, and one person's like, yeah, but I don't want to go there, I like where I live at. It's so... It's a realistic thing, and it does happen in real life, and it's a case-by-case choice. Sometimes people decide to go ahead and move to where the other person is, and sometimes they decide that's not best for them and break up. It's heartbreaking, but it's true. It's not rough like it was at the train yard. His mouth stays closed, but he holds my head gently, and it's like he's trying to pour all of his love into me through just his lips. As ridiculous as it might sound, I can feel it. This is the perfect time to end. I'm gonna end. No, I was gonna go 6:30. Stop. Boop. Stop. Nope, we're stopping. Perfect time to stop. Perfect. That is a perfect opportunity. Perfect between love and a hard place. Perfect title. I'm so glad I chose the title. How was Echo kind of like it? Mate. Well, you mean with the monster? I don't know, because we still don't really know about the presence. We can confirm though. We can confirm for certain that there was some kind of presence in the town, but we still don't know much about it. I don't know much about it, at least. So maybe kind of like it. Maybe a little bit. Maybe the town-wise, yes. Because I do remember as far as I knew, Derry was kind of like a rundown town that was slowly going nowhere. But I'm gonna stop. I have to stop there. That's perfect place to stop. Oh my god, I hate it because I really like them. I really like Leo and Chase together. But something in the back of my brain is like something's gonna happen. Like it's not like the moving thing is gonna really spiral into something, and slowly you're starting to get little glimpses that Leo is not the perfect, good, great guy that he acts like he is. He has a very angry, aggressive side that I'm like, oh no, like something's gonna happen. Oh, I like it though. I like it. I really want them to get together. That's though. I want them to get together. But thank you so much everyone for stopping by. If you like what you saw, please remember like, comment, and or subscribe. Don't be afraid to share this channel with other people if you really like what I do and you think they'll enjoy what I do. Like I said, in a previous video, this channel is going to mainly be focused on my furry stuff. For the most part, I do plan on I do stream regular ordinary games, and that's on my Twitch. If you would like my Twitch, I will share it on the channel one more time. If you'd like to check out my more normal gameplay, there's my Twitch. Today I'm gonna be streaming later. I'll probably be doing Halo. Oh, all right, Batman. Thank you for stopping by. We always love to see Batman. I always love to know Batman's a fan of my videos. Praise Batman. Praise the Bat God. But yeah, so like I said, this is thank you for being part of the Fallenpack. I hope that you enjoyed what you saw. If you're a newcomer, I hope that you decide to stick around and watch more. I almost have sprites done for my videos. I do plan on doing more videos than just furry visual novels. I have a few videos in the works right now. I have one big video in the works right now that's going to be a little humorous and funny video I think people will enjoy. But see you around. Take care, everyone. Mwah. Love you. And I'll see you next time in the Fallenpack. Oh, take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye.